Happy Tuesday, everyone. At least it's not Monday anymore. But anyway, this is Jason with End the Simpademic, and I just wanted to. I posted this to my Twitter X page, and it's again from your wingman, Anna Jorgensen. And I think this is a really good one because here at End the Simpademic, we like to be solution oriented, and even if you're like myself and you're not actively pursuing a woman at this point, tips like this can come in handy. And I would definitely suggest to men that you do what I'm doing and just keep that video kind of in your hip pocket. And it's about real signals from women that they are interested in you. And I'm going to keep this in mind because again, I'm not actively pursuing, but I think at some point this will come into play. And I think for most men it does. Even the MGTOWs will probably run into this at one point or another. Now, the MGTOWs will probably cruelly reject these women out of hand because they're actually contributing to the problem that they complain about the most. But for the rest of you normies out here, I will say that you should take this into consideration. And the three major indicators that Anna points out are, number one, eye contact. Like if they are like really like locked in like a laser beam, not just like a quick glance, or what some women would consider as hints, a quick little look. No, that's not this category at all. This category is for, when they're locked in on you and they're looking at you. And Anna suggests basically maybe even adjusting your position a little bit just to kind of test them out a little bit to see if they really are locked onto you. Another one of these is number two is that they're leaning in closer to you. And that means that, like not just to necessarily hear you, but because they enjoy your presence. And so number two is a big one. And if it's loud, Anna also suggests that you can test this by moving to a quieter location. Now don't go to a back corner or a dark corner or anything like that, because that can be seen as creepy for real. But at the same time, go to a quieter spot and just kind of test that out. And if they continue to lean on you, then it's not just because they're trying to hear you, but that they're legitimately interested. And number three is the hair flip. And it's almost their way of trying to be more visible. And it's their way of trying to give you kind of a green light or a signal. When I approached that girl in my previous church, I wish I knew this, because if I had known this or been thinking about it, there was no hair flip or anything like that involved in that approach at all. Really none of these signals were in play when it came to this particular girl or lady. And I probably could have avoided myself some false harassment accusations just knowing that those signals weren't there. And who knows, I might still be there, but I'm not, and I'm back at my old one, and I'm very happy with it. But these are particular signals that I'm looking for because my future woman needs to find me, and I've already kind of determined that. But even with that particular element going for me, I feel like these particular hints will come in handy at some point down the road when she does show up. And I think, even if you're like me and you're kind of holding back right now, these are very good tips to keep in mind. So please go to my Twitter X page. It's the same name as the channel and the Simpademic. Go out there and take a look for yourself at Anna's video clip, which I have posted for everybody's viewing enjoyment and enrichment. So anyway, Jason with End the Simpademic. Again, I've held back on pursuing or chasing or dating women, but again, we like to be solution oriented here. So if you have any other solutions that you can offer that are constructive and not like, snarky, please post them in the comments. I'd appreciate it. And I'd like to thank Anna for her advice. I think it's very handy. And again, I'm quiet and holding back, but I do believe that I will need this somewhere down the road. So anyway, folks, have a great night. Tomorrow will be Hump Day. We'll see you for the Hump Day edition of End the Simpademic.